The Sesh Podcast, episode 193, take 1. Howdy ho, howdy hey, and welcome back to this day.
Wow.
It is the Sesh, and we're here to play. Oh, that's so much better. Slay is better.
We're here to slay, and we're here to play. And we're here to make your day, because we're here with Kendall Ray.
Whoa. That was it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Sesh, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Kendall.
And I'm Janelle, and we're joined by our lovely producer, Sydney. Karelly has the fucking... Damn it.
We're trying not to cuss. You know what? I think it's fine, because it wasn't in the first 30 seconds.
Karelly has the freaking suds.
Freaking suds, yep. Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to cuss anymore.
Well, I feel like we need to clean up our act. Josh said. Says I said the F word too much. I really do. And then it's so funny. People always comment being like, oh, Kendall's dropping F-bombs. It just reminds me of, F-bombs. I guess not my parents, because they didn't care.
Yeah.
The reason I cuss so much, and I know I say the F word a lot, and I do it here in the Sesh because I can really be free.
It's free.
This is my freedom show.
That's right.
But yeah, it's like how I grew up. The F word was just
that's what I'm saying.
Part of my life.
Same.
And it's how I express myself.
Same.
And people are gonna be like, oh, it's not ladylike, and it makes you look stupid. And maybe it does. Don't really care.
The
though.
F word is my favorite word. It's a noun. It's an adjective.
Yeah.
It's a verb. Like it's just.
And now I can't just let it flow at home. I've got a parrot who's just gonna repeat everything I say.
Has she cussed yet?
No, and I'm actually surprised. I think we've done a decent job.
When that time comes.
It's going to be funny, honestly.
How can you not laugh? That is so funny.
But then you can't laugh. That's the hardest thing.
Right.
Being a parent.
Can't laugh.
And then when they're bad, too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Holly, there was a period a couple months ago where she kept like chewing up her food and spitting it on the floor, and she thought it was funny. And I thought it was funny, and I kept laughing at it. And so I did literally have to turn around and like not look at contact with her.
That's so
hilarious.
And then they're probably like, ooh, I'm being hilarious.
Yeah,
Let's keep doing it.
Yeah, I know. And then she started doing it at restaurants. Like, okay,
no.
Thank God she stopped that. That habit's done.
No. Yeah, well, anyways, because literally before we started recording, I was like, I'm going to see how long I can go without cussing. I made it literally not even a minute.
Let's see. Maybe I can go the entire time without the F word.
Okay.
I'm just going to challenge. And this is not like forever promising I won't do it, because that's just not going to happen, quite frankly.
We should have a swear jar.
Okay, we have to come up with other creative words in its place.
There's nothing good enough.
I know.
That replaces the F word.
We're going to try and see how it goes.
Oh, fudge pops.
Ew. Fudgesicle.
Cheese and rice.
Freaking.
Friggin.
Remember friggin?
It's so friggin.
I used to think it was so cool. My
Friggin.
older cousins from Massachusetts would say friggin, and they'd spell it like
Frigg. Oh.
A-N.
Oh, friggin.
Yeah. Friggin. I was like,
it's
they
so
would be coolest.
Friggin. Swear jar. We need one.
Yeah,
we could we'd be
wicked.
Rich if we had a swear jar. As in like,
yeah, we would with our own money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would work well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Well, welcome back. We are so happy to be here today. Yes, Karelly is sick. Very sad.
Poor thing. She called me this morning and was like, I was like, yo, you need to stay home.
She texted us last night saying, I had a feeling it sounded like pretty bad.
It's not good.
Mm-mm. Oh, and it's the fall.
No.
Well, I guess it's technically still summer.
It's still summer for
3 more weeks.
3 more weeks. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I think September 1st is the marker of fall. We went to the pool yesterday and it got too cold to be there. We had to leave.
What? It was so hot yesterday?
Not at like 6. We were there for dinner. Holly was like shaking in the baby pool. And I was like, okay.
Our pool stays open till the end of this month.
Really?
So I'll be hitting that. I almost said an F word. I'll be hitting that freaking pool up.
Okay.
You can come whenever you want.
I was going to say, please invite me, because that is the best activity with kids. Yeah. It tires them out so well. So easy, fun.
Yeah. In the little parks nearby.
Oh, I'm so surprised. Yours stays open so late. That's awesome.
I know. I'm surprised too.
We're definitely going to have to
But I'll take
it. That brings me to, I have something I want to talk about.
Hit me.
So this is like a question for the audience, people with kids. So you guys can't really help me much. Or maybe you guys have thoughts on this, because I was in a situation, it sounds so dramatic. Listen, the baby pool is like a whole thing as a parent, because it's a socializing with other parents too. And that's like something I'm still trying to get used to, is I'm not like a big let's become friends with random people that we meet.
So agree.
I'm just not like that.
Don't talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
When there's kids involved,
you
like
kind of have to.
When you just sit there in silence,
right?
You know. So and I've actually met some great people, and sometimes you know meet someone and they're, you can link up later on. It's a nice tool.
Sure.
But I'm still like trying to figure out how to interact with other parents and also their kids. So I was sitting by the baby pool, and the baby pool is a very communal thing. All the toys in the baby pool are for all the kids, in my opinion.
Who's bringing the toys?
I brought toys. Other kids brought toys too, but we just got a new set of Paw Patrol action figures, and Holly wants to bring them everywhere. So we've been bringing them to the pool, and I had them in the baby pool with her, and they were, floating all around. And this other little girl was in the baby pool, so she was like a year older than Holly. She was 3. And Holly just she's very social, and especially older kids. She seems to really just love to watch them and observe. And so there was this other dad there, and they had their, I think, new nanny because, I'm eavesdropping a little bit.
Of course.
And seemed like they were getting to know each other or like figuring stuff out. And she's like from what I gathered, like a live-in, like it's called an au pair,
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were, like really getting to know this person who's now living in their house. And so he was like kind of caught up with that. And he was really nice. He was friendly, but his daughter kept like playing with Holly's toys, and Holly didn't mind. Like she wasn't getting upset about it, but she kept kind of taking all the Paw Patrols and like putting them on the side of the pool near her. And Holly's just watching her completely fine. And this dad wasn't really paying attention to what's going on. I'm watching them. They're fine. No one's upset. But he kept coming over and like kind of getting mad at her and was like, you need to share, give them back to her now. Say you're sorry. And this little girl's like,
what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing anything.
And then, so it happened like 3 times where he would notice that she had like kind of taken all of the toys, and he'd come make her give them back and say sorry.
Were you like, oh, no, it's fine?
But that's when I'm like, can I say no, it's fine?
Oh,
because I'm like,
the dilemma.
That is your choice as a parent.
Right.
If you think she's not sharing and you're trying to work, maybe sharing's an issue at home.
Right.
She has siblings. So I'm like, is it my place to be like, no, it's okay.
Can you tell the dad, like, hey, just let you know, like, it's totally fine?
Yeah, like, we don't mind.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like, you don't tell the kid, obviously, because then that's just conflicting.
Yeah. I was like, she's sharing. And then he kept doing it. And it was like, Holly's completely fine. Yeah. She's not upset.
Yeah.
But I felt bad for the little girl. And then so she kept like, once the Paw Patrols are done, she kept leaving Holly, and Holly's just alone with her Paw Patrols. I was like, I want her to play with this little girl. They're having fun. Even if she has all of them, Holly's watching and just enjoying the show.
Right.
I'm like, what do you do with other parents? Because I've had several times like this where they're someone, which I'd rather have a parent like that. Yes, that is like doing something. Because I've had parents or seen parents where like they'll push Holly or something, and the parent doesn't even notice because they're on their phone or whatever. Yeah. They don't do anything.
Oh, I thought even the parent pushes them. I was like, and did you start a fight? Because I would.
No, like their kid, It's definitely nice to have. I appreciate him trying to act, but he wasn't paying attention. So he didn't know that there wasn't a sharing problem.
Right.
And I was like, is it overstepping for me to say,
are you the a-hole?
Am I the asshole for not defending the little girl? She was being completely fine. But I'm like, I don't know if that's my place to make that call. And it's not, right?
I feel like automatically I would have just like word vomited up like,
same.
Oh, no worries. It's not a big deal.
And I've done that before. And then I go home and I sit on it. And I'm like, oh my God, I was overstepping their parenting.
Right. Oh, yeah. I never thought about it that way.
Dude, it's so much to navigate as a parent.
Because I think that would kind of annoy me. I could see how that would annoy me as a parent if I was parenting my kid and then some other parent was like, no, it's fine. Like, I'd be like, you don't know my situation. Get out of here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but then I also
maybe they're really struggling with sharing.
From. Yeah, maybe they're really struggling with sharing or something, and that's, something they're trying to work on.
Yeah.
I think your best bet would be to just turn to the dad and be like, oh, it's totally fine. Like, we don't mind.
Yeah, and maybe but I'm like, if I say it's okay, and is then his moment of this teachable moment he's having not good? Right. I don't know.
Well, that's why I feel like you'd have to do it when he's not interacting with the kid.
Yeah.
So after the first time, so she would give the toys back to Holly, and then she'd come back to play with her. Like, how did this go down? Like,
she would go off and like do something with her brother or whatever, and then swim back over and do the same thing, and like they'd start playing with him, and I was like, oh good, they're playing, because Holly doesn't have siblings at home, and we don't know tons of people with kids, so it's like it's kind of rare that she gets to play with other kids. And so I was enjoying that. But then as soon as he saw that she had like kind of congregated them all, like if Holly is visibly upset, then but I don't know. parenting is wild, man. You have to interact with a lot of other adults, and I'm not good at that. I don't like speaking with people. Just don't.
I would be the same way. I'd be like, oh my God. Like going to those places, I'd be like, oh, we got to talk to people. I guarantee that'd be like what's coming out of my mouth before we get there.
Yeah. And it's like, sometimes it really is great. I have met a couple other parents where I'm like, I could totally be friends with you.
Did you like get their number and like talk to them later? Or are you just like, all right, thanks, nice to meet you.
No, I didn't that time. No.
That's
well,
so
I have the element too of like, if I give someone my phone number and they know who I am. So that's like a whole different element for me.
Or they don't, and then they find out.
Yeah.
They like look you up or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's just
I've
like
gotta
inevitable.
Get over that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like live in a hole forever.
You're going to be like, so what do you do for work?
I know.
Well, you can just say you work for Google.
That's what I say. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole story I don't need to get into.
I understand. I've done that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Most of the time I like to talk about it. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I just am curious from other parents out there. Like, what's the line? Is it okay to say like, oh, no, your kid's fine? Because I've had several times like that. Yeah. But I'm like.
But are you stepping on the parents'
Yeah.
toes?
Is it there? That's not my place.
Right.
I don't know. So let me know what you think.
I don't know, bro.
The things I ponder about before I fall asleep these days.
The big dilemma, she says.
The big dilemma.
What did Josh think?
Oh, I didn't even tell him.
He was just, this is in my head.
Yeah, he was watching too, but yeah, I of course like obsess over it. Anxiety.
Thinking about it all night.
I literally was.
It's okay, I do that too with random crap.
What was that? But yeah.
What was it the other day? We were talking about something that you like brought up. You're like, I'm still you said I love you to your manager.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And you said that you thought about it for like days.
I did.
By the way, you have a hair flu. Let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, I did. I was like on the phone with her and I was like, okay, bye, I love you. But then Janelle's like, you've said it to her in person. Because like I am friends with her.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I was like, was that weird to her? We have a business relationship.
That was so funny.
She's not like my BFF.
Right.
I love you.
Love you.
You know, Janelle, like all the time when she's on the phone with like customer service or like ordering food for the office or something, at the end she'll be like, okay, bye, I love you.
No,
or I love you too.
Love you too. Because it's funny. Especially in a drive-thru, that's when it's really funny because you see their reaction.
Oh my gosh, you've been doing that forever.
But yeah, if you drive through and say, thanks, love you too, bye, or whatever.
I think that's so funny.
I was so, the first time you did that, I was like, I felt awkward.
Well, John and I now, it's like a combination. It's who can say it more. We were at Home Goods the other day, and this dude was like, you find everything all right? I was like, yep, thanks. He's like, all right, let me know if you need help. I'm like, thanks, love you too.
Do people ever say like,
no one's ever been like, what?
No one
but I've definitely, people have looked weird. But then you just like walk away and act like it's fun. It's funny.
I want to do it.
It's very harmless, and it's really funny because the reaction you get is like,
I want to have the balls to do that.
You just say it nonchalantly.
Let's grow some. We're gonna grow some. That would be fun to kind of have us do those things on the sesh, like things like
some wild pranks.
Yeah,
really
things that we're uncomfortable with.
Is it really that weird?
I like watching people that interview people that have like their own little mics and they're like on TikTok, the mini mics, and then they'll go ask them like wild questions or even just like, who are you voting for and why? I love watching those. Like people get so like caught off guard. I think those are so funny.
I like those too.
Yeah, it's good.
If I were to ask you how many subscriptions you currently have active, would you be able to give me a number? Would you be able to know exactly how much you were spending monthly on subscriptions? Probably not, unless you're using a service like Rocket Money. Personally, I had no idea how much money I was wasting on subscriptions until we started using Rocket Money. And there were so many subscriptions that I had just forgotten about, some that I had paid twice for. Some of them were like free trials that I never canceled and then never actually used. And I just avoided dealing with that because it's time consuming. I don't want to deal with customer service. Oftentimes they're going to just give you the whole runaround, beg you to keep your subscription active. And so I didn't want to deal with it. But Rocket Money deals with it for me, so I didn't have to. And now I know exactly how many subscriptions I have. They're all things that I want, and I feel good about it. If you haven't heard of Rocket Money, it's a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. And for any that you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with just a few taps. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses. You can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. You can also get alerts if bills increase in price, if there's unusual spending activity, or you're close to going over budget. And the new goals feature automatically saves money for you without you even having to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings, Rocket Money makes it easy. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/sesh. That's rocketmoney.com/sesh. Once again, rocketmoney.com/sesh. I have another thing I wanted to ask you guys.
Okay.
A new Mandela Effect.
Oh,
It's hit the streets, guys. Okay? Brand new.
Okay.
Hot off the press.
Okay.
All right. Finish. I want both of you to do this.
Okay.
Finish the words of this Christmas song. This the second line. Okay. I'll be home for Christmas.
You can count on me.
Sydney?
I don't know. That sounds correct.
Okay. You agree with Janelle?
Yes.
You can count on me.
Wrong.
It's not wrong.
It is wrong.
What
It's
is it?
you can plan on me.
Plan on me. It's
Plan
count
on
on
me.
me.
That's what I thought too.
Okay, home for Christmas.
That's why I say it's a
lyric.
Mandela Effect. This is new.
It's you can count on me, according to Google.
Wait, are you serious?
Or
What?
what is her name? What's her?
Camila Cabello.
Camila
Something.
Cabello.
Yeah, her.
Cabello.
According to her, she says you can count on me.
Well, maybe she had it wrong because she follows the Mandela
Genius
Effect.
lyric says you can count on me.
What? I've been seeing this all over TikTok.
Oh, wait. Library of Congress says I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me.
See? So it is a Mandela
So people have been
Effect.
just saying it wrong?
Apparently. Or we
Oh my God, you
jumped
can plan on
timelines.
me. AZ lyrics. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Ew.
Yeah, the official lyrics are plan. So is it a case of we jumped universes? Or is it a case of count on me sounds so much better, so we've just all taken that in?
I'm going with jumped universes.
I agree.
Plan on me? That's
It's
like
terrible.
stupid.
You can plan on me?
Yeah.
Count
You
on
can
me.
count on me.
I'll be home for
Oh,
Christmas. It's
love
like
that
an
song.
alliteration, kind of.
Christmas is coming soon. You excited?
Yeah.
You hate Christmas.
No, I love Christmas. What are you talking about? I
okay.
love Christmas.
You just recently, in the past 8 years, have not liked it.
Since my parents divorced, yeah. 10 years, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's never really been the same since then. But no, I love it. It's just a lot of work because we always end up posting and now it's like kids' presents and I hate wrapping things. The stress of it all.
You just order bags.
Yeah.
But
like some
wrapping
things
is so
you can't
fun as a
bag.
As a kid, it's so fun to unwrap things.
I know, especially kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a lot of work. But of course I love Christmas.
Well,
I love all the holiday hoobie whatties, you know?
Well, it's coming soon.
I don't want it to come soon though because I'm still in summer.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I just got a sunburn this weekend.
Oh my gosh, you did. Look at you.
Looking
So I
toasty.
have to get one more in for the summer.
One
That's
more
amazing.
burn.
Mm-hmm.
One more little burn ski for the
It'll
summer.
fade to a tan.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
all
so
right.
what the fuck we doing?
Oh, ding ding! We should have the F word counter. Karelly, will you hit us with an F word counter?
We should.
That was one for me, one for her.
Okay, all right. It's a game now.
We're tied.
Oh, it's just the best word. I love that
what
word.
I'm saying. It's so good.
I know.
You know what else is good?
What?
100,000-pound sister.
Actually, no, it's not good.
Well, it's not good, but the show's good. You love that show.
I do love the show 1,000 Pound
Enlighten
Sisters.
me on the show a little. Is it the same as 600-Pound Life?
No.
But like a spinoff?
No.
So it's completely different people.
Actually, maybe they were on that. No. So the whole thing is it's two sisters, and together they at one point equaled over 1,000 pounds.
Oh, see, I was always really confused. I was like 1,000 pounds. I don't think that's possible for someone to be 1,000 pounds.
I
Or is
actually
it?
don't know. Can we look it up? What's like the heaviest person? Normally on 600 Pound Life, most of them, I feel like the highest I've seen on there is like maybe 800.
Oh, John Brower Minogue is the heaviest person in recorded history, weighing 1,400 pounds at his peak.
Oh my God. Is he still alive?
No.
Oh, that's so sad.
No, he died in the 80s. He was born in 1941.
Oh,
He died
yeah.
in 1983.
Ouch. That just looks so painful, dude.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I stand corrected. Anyways, okay, so it's two sisters though.
Yeah. I don't know how much. Maybe we can look up how much they both weighed at their max.
Oh my God, side note, I follow this girl on TikTok. Her account is $5.99 to Damn She's Fine. And she's like the coolest chick ever. I love her. She's on like this weight loss journey and she weighed 599 pounds and now she's like down to I think like 4 something, and she's just so funny, so cool. So
will you send her to me? Yeah. I would love to watch that.
Sure. Yeah.
Love to follow that.
She's a Massachusetts head. What's it called?
A masshole. A Massachusetts head.
At the start of the season, Amy weighed 406 pounds.
Is it so? It's just like following them around, or are they on weight loss journeys?
Yeah, they were on weight loss journeys. At first, it started. It's been so long. I think I've watched most episodes of that. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of it. But in the beginning, it was more like them just being goofy, and they didn't start getting serious about their weight loss till later on. And Tammy, at one point, it got really bad, and she was like very sick, and I didn't think she was going to make it. Yeah, and then I don't know, maybe that was like the wake up call. And again, I don't really recall the details, so chill out at me in the comments if I'm getting this wrong. But at some point, she did go to a rehab center, and the last season I watched made me so sad. I cried, like sobbed during their finale because she meets this guy in the rehab center and then he just could not get out of it. And he ended up passing away. She left the center and they got married.
Oh no.
It was so sad.
That's so sad.
Heartbroken for them.
He passed away in the center?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
and someone called her and told her, and these two, they get a lot of hate. Like people really, and whatever, there's things about them and whatever.
Yeah.
They're fucking hilarious.
Yes!
Dang it!
Yes!
They're freaking hilarious.
It just doesn't hit the same at all.
I know.
They're so dang
That's
hilarious.
never going to happen for me.
They're
I can't
so gosh
stop.
darn hilarious.
1 hour of my life, 2 hours where I can just let it rip.
I mean, we let it rip 24/7.
Yeah, true.
Here's the problem that we
once
have.
I'm home, I can't.
I don't even notice that I'm doing it or that you're doing it. Like
No,
we just like go
it's
off
my
each
language.
other.
And then sometimes I just listen back to the sesh and I'm like, oh my God, that's bad. It's like every other word for me.
Yeah.
I'm real bad about it.
Yeah, same. Okay, so
but yeah, they are so funny, and I love their family, the brother, and I don't know if there's like tea behind the scenes on them, so maybe there's allegations or something. I feel like you can't like mention anyone these days. Oh yeah, of the brother?
No, of Amy. That's what we're talking.
We're
the brother. I don't know
about
about
Amy.
the brother.
But yeah, they both lost a ton of weight. Amy has since had 2 kids. The one we're talking about today. Amy was dating this one guy. I think they were they were married, and then after they had a second baby, she left him. And then I also cried about her in one of the last episodes because she was just like, you could tell it was like hitting her hard that she was now a single parent of 2 kids, and she was really struggling and postpartum stuff, and I just felt really bad for her. I've just always loved these two, and I'm really a cheerleader for them. I don't know how the general public feels about them, but I like the Slaton sisters.
Well, you like the show. How many seasons are there, rough? Like it's been going on for a long time, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know how many seasons. We can look that up.
Is it still going?
I believe so. I don't know if I've caught up on the latest.
Do they lose the weight though?
Yeah, they both lost quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
They're definitely smaller now.
Gotcha.
Maybe we can look up like how much they've lost. But yeah, the reason we're talking about is definitely not a great reason.
No, it's scary.
Amy.
Which one do you like better from the show?
I've always liked Amy better.
Oh no.
They're so funny. But I don't know. This is really bad. Although we don't know all the details yet. We'll say that. This just broke this morning.
Yeah.
When we're recording this on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is going up Wednesday
probably
or Thursday again. Okay.
So
because of the holiday.
I see here that Tammy has lost 500 pounds. She weighed 725 pounds before undergoing bariatric surgery.
Wow, 500 pounds. Good for her.
That's a lot to lose.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Wait, she lost 500 pounds?
I think so, yeah.
How much did she weigh then? Oh, 720. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Amy had dropped from 406 pounds to 282.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was in 2021, so I'm not sure.
And I don't think she got the gastric surgery. Or maybe she did. Because I remember, I think the whole family did. I know 2 of the sisters did. I think the brother did.
Wow.
It's been a while. But they all, kind of did it together. And then they would work out as a family. I loved their family. They seemed like just cheering each other on. Anyway, but yeah, Amy's not looking like she's doing so hot. It's very sad. And this is really bad. So she is facing drug and child endangerment charges. All right, guys, coming to you with an update here on the Amy Slaton situation. A bunch more information came out right after we recorded. So we have a little more clarification now.
Yep.
We will probably cut out some of our speculation trying to figure it out yesterday because we were very confused.
Yep.
And you don't need to listen to our
banter.
Yeah, well, we try to figure this out. So now we know that the person bitten by the camel at the zoo was in fact Amy. Yeah, supposedly
bitten.
It looks like she was bitten.
Okay.
There's a photo of her on a stretcher holding something. Looks like she kind of threw down with the camel.
No, she has like a makeshift bandage wrapped around her arm.
Maybe
but
it looks
then
like a t-shirt or something, actually.
It was reported that the park was like, hell no, there was no way she was bitten.
Oh, they say no.
By one of their camels. Yeah, they say, quote, there's no way she was bitten by one of their camels, and the cut above her elbow is not indicative of a camel bite because the skin is filleted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Filleted open, and there's no bruised tissue. And they
so
say that
she's lying? She's blaming the camel?
Yeah. They say that they have thousands of guests each year, and no one has ever been bitten by a camel. And the zoo couldn't find any surveillance video backing up Amy's camel bite claim.
So why would she lie about the camel then?
I don't know.
This story is weird.
I don't know. I'm very confused. But the zoo's like, hell no, she wasn't bit by the camel. She says she was bit by the camel. That's all we have so far. Also, Amy was unable to explain where in the park she was allegedly bitten by the camel.
She can't explain? Like maybe by the camels?
Are you eating food again? What is
Sorry, I'm trying to fit in my lunch real fast before we record Mile Higher. Having a delicious cucumber salad.
Kendall and I call it bad breath salad.
It is bad breath salad.
Because it's got onions.
It's got chive cream cheese.
Umami flavoring.
Umami flavoring.
Bad breath salad.
Everything bagel seasoning. Yeah, everything that'll give you bad breath is in this salad.
I love
it
baby
is
salad.
It's a great breakfast.
So I don't know, bro. But yeah, the stretcher picture, but she has her little like wraparound on her arm.
So why would you lie about that though? Like what did she injure herself in some other way at the zoo and then blame the camel?
I don't know. What's also interesting to me is that she was apparently walking around. This is according to other people at the zoo. She was walking around the parking lot before EMS came, and then they're like, get on the stretcher. Why is she on the stretcher?
Well, maybe they're like, let's inspect you on the stretcher. Let's take a look at this camel bite.
Yeah, I guess.
Because maybe they have to document it in case the zoo has to be held responsible in some way.
But why on the stretcher?
Yeah, they could have like had her sit on a bench. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
So maybe she was scared. Panic attack over.
I'd be
camel.
scared.
I kind of like. I'm questioning the zoo a little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
Because really, why would she make this up?
I don't know.
That's like a pretty bold lie. I'm sure they can figure it out.
They say there's no surveillance footage and that the camel has never bit anyone ever.
And this is a zoo too that
camels being free.
You drive through.
Yes.
It's one of the. Oh, I've always wanted to do one of those.
Yeah.
So it bit her through the car window is what she's saying?
I don't know.
Well, the real issue here, beyond the camel, is the drugs. So now we have some clarification on what the drugs were. We were wondering yesterday. It sounds like it was psychedelic mushrooms and marijuana in her car. And they were just sitting out in plain sight, which is really,
very sad.
Amy, what is happening here?
Yeah. Yeah, the two kids were in the car with her. I hope the kids are okay. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And I hope she wasn't like tripping while they were at the zoo.
That was my question.
Because like maybe that can answer a little bit more of this camel weirdness.
That was my theory. Was she potentially having a bad experience on the substances and then thought maybe she was bit by the camel? I don't know. I feel like you'd have to be really intoxicated to like fully hallucinate that you're being bit by a camel.
That's a lot of shrooms and I don't know if I've ever been to that point where I would think a camel bit me when it didn't.
I don't know, dude.
It's kind of gross, but TMZ posted another article showing the wound.
Yeah.
They did? Oh, I need to see that. Let's inspect it.
Yeah, I sent you.
Since we're camel bite experts. Warning, graphic photo.
I don't think we can put it on the thing.
No, you guys can look this up on your own.
Yeah.
Ew.
Let me see it. I don't have my phone.
That's looking camel bitey to me. Like, what the hell else was that?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's really bad. There's like tissue coming out. So they're saying but the tissue's not bruised. Maybe it's not bruised yet.
Ew, why does it
It does look like a bite.
It looks like...
Since I'm an expert
Is that what
on bites.
filleted is?
Filleted.
I'm going to throw up if anyone ever calls a cut filleted
Dude,
again.
that is gnarly looking. Ew.
It's filleted open.
Ew.
But it's not really like a bite. It looks like a cut. Looks like she like cut herself. Not like got bit by something.
Like
but also
flap.
I'm not a camel expert, so I have no idea what a camel bite looks
Yeah,
like.
do they like take a chunk out?
I don't know.
There's no surveillance. The camel bite mystery. This is quite intriguing. I feel like we don't have enough information to make a full opinion on this. All I do know is I'm very disappointed in you, Amy, bringing your kids around these types of drugs in your vehicle.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I really hope she wasn't on them at the time.
I know.
But she was arrested.
Yep.
Once they found it in her car, and then she was taken in the stretcher and rushed to the hospital for treatment, and then straight to jail after.
Yeah, straight to jail.
Not a good day.
Don't know.
For Amy.
Hope the kids are okay.
Me too.
I can't figure out if their show is like coming back for another season, because there was one last year. But like if they've lost all the weight, then is it just like a reality show?
Yeah, it's
like
just their
following
family.
around? Okay.
They're just funny.
Gotcha.
And then the whole family has been like on the weight loss thing, so they just document that.
Okay.
Really, it was never that focused on their weight. It was more like they fight, there's
Of
drama,
course. Of course. It's the learning channel.
Of course, the weight was a big part of it, but yeah, they were just funny.
Hey, and then Cody Browntown's coming back, right?
Oh, I'm so excited for Cody Browntown. You guys, so much has happened. So much has happened, like without not on the show. Because I gave you guys a little runtime last time, or rundown. And there hasn't, I don't think, been any new episodes since I did that. But like, it's been really bad.
Really?
Well, yeah, I think I told you at the time, but one of the kids took his life.
That's so sad.
It was horrible.
Oh my God. One of Janelle's kids, right?
Yeah, Garrett, I believe was his name.
That is so devastating.
Dude, it was horrible. And like, things have come out, and I don't know. I shouldn't speak on it too much without really diving into it.
But maybe the show's coming out.
I think so, which I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, they like need it. I don't think they're doing well financially. Bless you, Sid.
Thank you.
Bless you, Sydney.
That was very loud.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that later on, though. Cody Browntown.
Toady Town. Toady Town.
When it comes to eating healthier, I have personally learned that the greatest tool I can have is preparation. Making sure I plan out my meals for the week and what I'm going to have, especially at work, because that was always my biggest struggle point, is I never prepped what I was going to have. I didn't bring lunch. I never thought about it. So when I started getting hungry for lunch in the middle of the workday, I always wanted something unhealthy. But I never have to worry about that with Factor, because it makes it easier for me to make good choices and to plan ahead. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So super easy, no matter where you are, whether you're at work, you're at home, on the go, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. And Factor has 35 different meal plans and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. So you'll always have new flavors to explore. There's really something for everyone. You can crush your wellness goals for the month with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And they're just delicious. From breakfast to dessert, stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. Treat yourself to restaurant quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon and shrimp, even blackened salmon. And best of all, you can keep that kitchen time to a minimum because, like I said, Factor meals are ready in just 2 minutes and there's no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. So head to factormeals.com/sesh50 and use code sesh50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code sesh50 at factormeals.com/sesh50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Well, what else do we got to talk about here today?
MrBeast. Guys.
Beastable.
Dogpack Dawson is his name. His channel is Dogpack. What is it? 404? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Put out now 3 videos. We've already talked about the first 2, so you can go watch those if you are confused or not quite sure what's going on. But the bottom line is MrBeast is horribly running his company. Like,
it's like absurd.
Like
what is going on?
The details
there?
that came out in this that we'll go over are so crazy to me, and honestly made me feel really good about Mile High Media.
Me
Not that
too.
like I didn't already feel good about what we're doing, but I was just like, wow.
Just like for a company as big as they are,
exactly.
We're like a very small team, very small company. At least we have an employee handbook.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
This is insane. Shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's dive in.
All right. Okay, so Dogpack's newest video, Dawson's newest video, was uploaded on August 28th, and it was titled MrBeast's Secret CEO. And when I saw this thumbnail, it's like, what the frick is happening here?
That's
what
right.
the French toast.
What the French toast is happening.
Weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to stop
and
speaking.
It's disturbing. Yeah, why do you just
I don't know, because I can't ever
energy
shut up.
drink and then you just keep talking.
It's not an energy drink.
Or sorry, I don't know why I said that.
It's a protein shake.
I don't know why I said energy drink. So
as it's going down.
I need to fuel my speech.
There are always comments about what we're drinking. So hit us with your 3 drinks of the day.
I have a Dazbog coffee.
Dazbog.
Is it good? You've had like one sip.
Dazbog. Guys, I just am the slowest coffee drinker in the
You are.
world. I like re-add ice to it.
What is it? A latte?
Yeah, like a mocha. And then I've got my water and my protein shake.
Thank you.
Which is a KOS protein shake.
Those things are good.
It's really good. If you're looking for a plant-based option.
Yeah.
Real good. So anyway, thumbnail looked wild and video matched. It's pretty insane stuff. Now, this wasn't the part 3 that we were waiting for. He made that clear that this is just like an interim. It's like an intermission,
which
to
makes
the part 3.
Really like, what the heck is in part 3?
I know, it sounds like a lot
because
sounds like he's been working really hard on it.
Like this was
victims
bad.
And lawyers and
and that's not even like the main one he's talking about. Which, by the way, he says he won't be putting that out until MrBeast responds. I'm like, he's not going to respond, so we just never made that video.
Yeah, and like once you say that, then he's just like, okay, I'm definitely never responding
that's what
to you.
Saying. Yeah, that's why I was a little confused on that. But
yeah, I'm confused about that
we'll
too.
See.
But maybe he has no choice but to respond. Who knows? I don't know. There must be really serious allegations in there if he feels like he needs a response from him.
Yeah.
Who knows? But since Jake Weddle was in Dawson's second video, he uploaded a few videos as well, going into greater details about his experience working for MrBeast. And I just have to say, I love Jake Weddle.
Me too.
I think he is such a sweet lad.
He's funny.
He is funny. And you should go subscribe to him.
Yeah.
I like how authentic he is being. He was talking about how he was like in so many people's thumbnails and Philip DeFranco put him like crying in his
Phil.
Oh, Philly.
Was he in our thumbnail? Yeah, he was.
Did we put him in ours? Was he crying?
I don't think so. Not that I remember. Let me look. No, he's not crying.
Okay, good.
MrBeast looks like he's crying.
He should be.
The picture we have of MrBeast in our thumbnail looks like he's like taking like 10,000 down. Like his eyes are like bright red.
Oh my God, where did we get that from?
It looks so high, just from Google. Someone must have edited it like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, Jake Weddle looks fine.
Okay, well, yes. So he uploaded this video called "I Caught Jimmy in a Secret Recording."
Okay, at first I was like, holy crap, this is insane.
He got me. But he explains how he received this anonymous text containing a video of Jimmy talking about how upset he is about his interview with Dawson.
It starts off with a screen shot of a text message that says, "Hey Jake, I'm an employee at Beast and I just overheard James talking about your interview. He's really upset and plans to take action to control the narrative. There's talk about PR spinning this and they might reach out to you, but it doesn't sound like they're coming in with good intentions. Just wanted to give you a heads up, stay safe." So this is someone sends this message anonymously to Jake Weddle, and it is supposedly a audio recording of MrBeast talking, basically responding and reacting to the videos that he had put out previously.
What are our options? Is this legally considered defamation? Because I'm struggling here. Can someone please tell me just what my options are here? Because we were supposed to lunch the boys today. Jake knows what he wants. Jake knows what he thinks he needs. He just wants to be a student. A comedian and even all that free. He has no idea how much fucking money I spent on that video to scrap it. Jake, I don't think Jake's a problem. I think it's Dawson. We need to really push.
Which, that sounds so...
It sounds so real. It's fucking... Ugh.
Yes! 3. Is that 3 or 4 for you?
I don't know. I can't be stopped. It's so bad.
It's okay.
Well,
it's
yeah.
so freaking crazy.
Yeah.
No, but it's actually insane because that sounds exactly like him. And if I were to have been sent that, I would believe it was him. I would 100%.
Too. And especially how they do it, and it sounds like it's secretly being recorded, and it's
and the voice sounds just like Jimmy.
But no, it's not real. It was faked by AI.
Which I'm like, why would you do that? It's so stupid.
So he responds to the sender and says, "All right, you got me. I took my resume off my website. Super good fake though. Like, damn, I'm impressed. I will be doing a video about this. LOL." And the person said, ha ha ha, sorry, man. I didn't expect you to actually respond. I was just messing around thinking it would be funny if it ended up on Drama Alert or something. That would be actually kind of funny. But definitely pushed it too far. But for real, fuck Beast.
It's okay. That doesn't count.
That doesn't.
You're quoting someone.
Thank you. Hope things get better for you, man. Sorry for causing more trouble, but glad you can do a video at least. And then he responds and says, bruh, you would have fucked up my whole shit up. I thought it was Beast team fucking with my head, no lie. You know how paranoid I've been. Ha ha ha. And you know what? It was believable as fuck.
It was.
It really was.
That was just kind of a side note. But Jake goes on to explain that the problem with the $300,000, he thought he would win from, remember that whole video he did? He was in solitary confinement for, it was supposed to be like what was it, like a month he was supposed to be or something?
I think wasn't it supposed to be like 100 days, but they were only going to do 30 or something?
Okay, yeah,
like
that's what it was. Yeah. Well, anyways, he only makes it a few days, and he gets paid out.
I think it was like 2 weeks, maybe. I don't
really?
know. I can't remember now.
Maybe it was
like a
2
week.
Weeks.
I don't know. He did not make it the full time.
No, he becomes like, he's getting treated horribly. Like the conditions are just terrible, and so they end up scrapping the whole video, and he doesn't get paid the $300,000. He gets paid like $100,000,
something like that. Yeah.
But he's making this argument of like, it's not even really about the money. It's about the fact that I was treated so horribly. And he was basically saying how he felt like he was manipulated by Jimmy to be one of those people that's like, oh, I'm just so grateful I'm getting that money, getting this opportunity, when reality is like being abused in there.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, now to Jake's surprise, he actually receives a DM from Jimmy. And Jimmy says, hey, I wanted to reach out and say I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you.
Don't you feel like that's so backhanded? Clearly, it had an effect on you.
Yeah.
More like,
didn't you know that already?
Yeah. Yeah, they should have known that, because his team was like checking in on him and stuff.
He was there.
Yeah.
He was there, and he was like, at least you didn't. Remember, he was like about to mention like taking his own. He was like, Sue.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so he knew that whole. He knew.
Yeah, you should not be saying clearly it had an effect on you. How about
clearly?
I cannot believe the stress that I put on you. Mm-hmm. I am so sorry. Not just
clearly
I
had
hate
an
that
effect
type
on
of
you.
Apology.
You mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000, and I'd love to make things right for you. I have zero expectations of you mentioning me sending you this money publicly or taking any videos down. This is just me wanting to help out and make sure you're good. I just need to know if you still use the same bank or not, and we'll send the money on Monday. Wish you the best.
So, although Jake says that he still thinks Jimmy needs to go on an apology tour and own up to all of the allegations and things that have come out recently, and a lot of it is, it's really, really bad, and do some type of public apology as well and acknowledge that all of this is going on. But he said that he did appreciate that Jimmy didn't make this apology to him a spectacle, didn't like publicly say this. So it's like, of the same token, he wants him to publicly address this stuff, but like appreciates that he didn't make the money thing public.
Right.
And he reached out to him personally. However, Jake did not want to take the money because it's still, quote, a mechanism of the game. Even though he needs the money, for sure. He's made that clear. He has a lot of debt, and medical bills as well, he was talking about.
Yep.
He said he just didn't want to take it for the principle of it, and he wants to be able to make these videos freely and expose what's going on. He says he sent him a novel of response back to him, and then Jimmy just ended up calling him once he got this response. Because, when you get that many text messages from someone, it's better to just get on the phone, I would say. And they ended up having an almost 3-hour-long conversation. I'm like very curious what could they have been talking about for 3 hours.
Curious.
But here's his reenactment of said conversation.
And this is not exactly how it happened. This is a reenactment for the sake of comedy, but this is the crux of what it was. And look, when Jimmy was on the phone, I've seen Jimmy speak at regular hangouts. I've seen Jimmy speak on camera, behind the camera. When I tell you, this is the most human I've ever heard Jimmy speak. So take that as you will. So me and Jimmy are texting a little bit, and then he calls me, and the conversation goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry about all that. That was fucked up, and I should have put you through that. So I have a lot of money. Do you want some? Oh, How much money? How about the rest of the money from the thing? About $190,000. Would you like that? Would you like $190,000? Oh, that's the thing. I know. I don't want you to think that you got to take any videos down. I don't want you to think you don't have to post anything because I don't want it to look like I'm buying you out or you're being silent. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. This is just for me to make things right. I respect that. I appreciate that. But you know how it looks, for you to give me this cash that I desperately need, right? I want my audience to trust me here. I want to remain credible. Yeah, totally. So I can. You don't even like post about it. Don't worry about it. Just take this cash. I just don't. Counter offer $50. You save $140,000. You just give me $50. That's going to cover all my debts, some medical bills that I have. I have taxes on the back burner from last year because I'm freelance. And that'll get me back to zero. And I get to keep saying whatever the hell I want. I get to keep being honest. I get to keep being authentic. I'm not going to worry about you guys coming after me for being myself. Yeah, great. Bank info still the same? So that's the deal. Oh, wow. You took money from MrBeast after all that stuff? You said, yeah, I'm a socialist with a smartphone. Okay? I didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. This money, this $50,000, well, first of all, you're going to tax it. So let's say it's more like $30,000.
So he ended up kind of counter-offering, like you said, and got $50,000 from Jimmy.
I mean, good for you, dude. Like, that is not easy money to turn down.
I was going to say, I don't know if I could turn that down.
I wish you would have just taken it.
Yeah. And then kept
But like,
talking.
I see why you didn't. I just hope it's not because you're afraid that the internet is, because the internet's going to be the fucking internet. Dang it.
Yes. First strike.
Okay, there is no hope for me. I will never
it's
stop.
Okay. You just need to practice. Just good practice.
The internet is the freaking internet.
The first step to, what is it? Getting better is admitting you have a problem, Kendall. Okay.
I like my problem, though.
I know.
It's my favorite word.
I know. I agree.
Nothing else suffices.
I completely agree. But yeah, the internet is going to internet.
Yeah. And they're going to be ridiculous and annoying and not understand the situation. And like, what's better for you to take that money? But I do really respect him for not taking it. Yeah. I see why he would feel bad about it or weird about it. But like, after everything you went through,
you deserve that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I respect his decision.
Yeah, for sure. But it's not like they were going to, because they were like, we're not going to silence you or anything. It's not like they were going to make him sign something with the money.
Supposedly not.
I would have supported him getting that.
Yeah.
I don't know how the general audience would have felt, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I could see a lot of people being like, oh, after you just like raked him over the coals and now you're going to take his $190,000.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah.
It's like pocket change to Jimmy.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well,
anyways.
whatever.
So it's officially September, which means that fall is around the corner. And with fall comes many changes, whether that's sending your kids back to school, maybe a new fall wardrobe you're trying to get yourself, whatever it may be, things can definitely get expensive. And that is why I use Ibotta. Ibotta is a free app that lets you earn cash back every time you shop. Earn on hundreds of items from groceries to beauty supplies, even toys, so you can make sure you're beating inflation no matter what you're purchasing. The average Ibotta user earns $256 per year. That could cover the cost of an entire shopping trip, maybe a back to school shopping trip for your kids, maybe that flight you've been eyeing for fall break, or the fancy dinner you've been craving. And other apps give you points that don't really amount to much, but with Ibotta, you earn cash back that you can withdraw to your bank account, PayPal, or gift cards. Simply add offers in the app, upload your receipt, and voila, the money is yours. You can save on over 2,400 brands and shop at over 1,000 retailers, including your favorite grocery stores, Lowe's, Macy's, Sephora, Best Buy, and more. It's time you join the over 50 million users who use Ibotta to earn cash back every time they shop. And right now, Ibotta is offering our listeners $5 just for trying Ibotta by using the code SESH when you register. Just go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download the free Ibotta app to start earning cash back and use code SESH. That's IBOTTA in the Google Play or App Store and use code SESH.
So now let's get into Dawson's latest installment. Like we mentioned earlier, this is not the part 3, but it's the third video. So I guess it's kind of the part 3.
Yeah.
But the episode was titled MrBeast's Secret CEO, and we were all like, what is happening here, Secret CEO? What does this mean? And Dawson says that this is Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO, James Warren, is brought up. Now, this is kind of funny because when we were covering it last time, remember I was like, oh, there's this James. Who is James?
Yep.
And you guys were like, it's probably Jimmy, which his name is James.
Right.
So we were like, oh, that makes sense.
Nope.
No, there is another James Warren.
Yep.
Now, it isn't really a secret. I mean, it doesn't seem to be shared in many places, but it is out there. It can be confirmed through a Times article that was posted in February of this year that he is a CEO or like works with Beast.
Yep.
But before working with Mr. Beast, he was the former COO of acquisitions of real estate investment firm called Greenstone Ventures LLC.
Yep.
And this business was listed in his former business partner's indictment, who is named Joshua Hutchins. And he was sentenced to 10 years in prison for running a real estate Ponzi scheme.
Turn up, dude.
And I love how there's this clip he keeps playing of Jimmy talking about how Ponzi schemes, he's like, they're great until they go bust or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Jimster.
God, there's so many clips of Jimmy that are just
Yeah, I know. Real bad. So that means James Warren was involved in literal fraud. He was mentioned in the court transcript of the case. And Dogpack highlights a testimony from one of the victims. She was a retired woman named Sylvia. And she said she came to know Mr. Hutchins through a very reputable and successful real estate attorney who recommended Mr. Hutchins and this person, and even ended up leaving their agency to become the chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm. Sylvia directly addresses James in the testimony. She said, James Warren, the then realtor who recommended me to Hutchins. Sorry, it's kind of spelled like Houchins, but Dogpack says
he says
Hutchins.
Okay,
And maybe that is how you
really
Hutch. It could like touch Hutchins.
Yeah, Hutchins.
Yeah, so I think that's right.
Yeah.
Then she goes on and says, also encourage us to work with Mr. Hutchins on trying to make it work. And we did until it became very evident as to his apparent intent of complete fraud. James seemed like he was the person who tried to mediate the relationship between Sylvia and Hutchins. Sylvia ended up being defrauded for $1.3 million by James's business partner.
Wow.
So really great people here we're talking about. Obviously, we can't confirm if James was aware of the fraud taking place and if he was open to helping Hutchins defraud people.
But
probably.
I would assume he would
allegedly,
would be aware of it.
in my opinion.
In my opinion, allegedly, he knew about it.
Does seem that way. Dawson makes a good point, though, and said since James was the COO of acquisitions, you would think he would know and would be held responsible for properties not being properly acquired through the court system.
Exactly.
I agree with you, partner. Dawson says that he has heard that he is a psychopath who is really aggressive and that he screams and also, and this is alleged, hits his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's very alleged.
Yeah, allegedly, again,
That's
has domestic violence charges against him. So who is this person that is working with Mr. Beast? Dawson also claims that James sexually assaulted a female employee, and after the incident, it said that the female employee left the company and was paid 3 years of severance pay.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. Again, this is all alleged information in our opinion, based on Dawson's opinion and allegations. So then we move on to suspect 2 for the secret CEO. That brings us to Locoya Hill. And I have to say, just total side note, but I love the name Locoya. I've never heard that before. Isn't that fun to say?
Locoya.
Very satisfying. Locoya.
Locoya.
I just love it.
Locoya.
But he seems like a really not a great person.
No, horrible human being, unfortunately. Cool name.
Cool name.
Bad
guy.
Person. Allegedly?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes. Kind of.
No,
okay.
that's we can say that.
Yeah.
It's our opinion. He is a bad person.
Yes. Correct.
So in 2019 and 2020, Locoya Hill worked as a producer and COO at MrBeast. And is it called Beast or Mr. Beast?
What do you mean?
I think it's the company's called Beast.
Oh.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? But I was kind of curious.
Beast Enterprises?
Because they all refer to it. They're like, no one at Beast can do
I think
this.
maybe
or
they
Beast.
just like say it.
Maybe,
like that.
okay.
You know?
Who really knows? Who really cares?
Who really gives a crap?
But yeah, apparently he was the COO at MrBeast before being fired. We'll get more into that shortly. But like we mentioned earlier, Allegedly, James Warren and Locoya met at UNC Chapel Hill, and they both got involved in real estate and became buddies. We're assuming that Locoya met Jimmy through James, since they're cousins. That's speculation, of course, but would make sense, right? Locoya ran an adult entertainment event business called Locoya Hill Entertainment, and we're not too sure when exactly he started this business, because some events are dated as far back as 2012. So could have been before that.
Yeah.
Not really sure. Again, doesn't really matter. But he seemed to be a very well-known guy in the gay community in San Diego. He shared all of his hot new parties happening in the area in his blog that he had on out.com. His entertainment business was apparently hosting parties at different clubs all over San Francisco. And here's the post. It says, Saturday, July 7th, 2012, Locoya's I Just Wanna Fucking Dance is considered by most to be the best dance party in San Francisco, not just because it's my party. DJ Sean P. and DJ James Torres bring you heavy beats.
Yeah.
Heavy beats.
Turn up.
Resident VIP host Sister Roma and BB Sweetbriar hanging out with their new celebrity Connor. Don't know.
Corner.
Oh my God.
Hanging out in their new celebrity corner.
So basically meaning like he's
Reading
got all
his
the
heart.
hookups. He knows where all the great parties are.
Yeah.
He's in the know.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, though, he says that Locoya Entertainment is known for this dance party event called I Just Want to Fucking Dance. And the Go-Go Gods, the hottest boys from all over. They are hot. I'll say that. Now, we don't know exactly when this business was shut down, but the most recent activity was from 2017 on his Instagram. So probably around then, but it could have gone on without social media posting, but it doesn't really matter. Again, there is an Instagram page that seems to confirm that this was Locoya's business, but it can't be officially verified. Also, interesting side note, Locoya's socials are no longer active, but there's no way to tell when they were deactivated.
But you would think for someone who's so in the know of all the things that you would be promoting yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So I
You
don't
would
know.
think.
And obviously, like, we're not shaming Locoya for being involved in the adult entertainment industry at all.
Of course not. If you watch the show, you know that we
It's not,
don't care.
like, honestly, it in any other situation it'd be kind of cool, like him owning his own business like that. But
definitely. It's like the problem is, why are you then being hired at Beast or MrBeast?
who is for kids.
Yes, exactly. It's a very strange decision.
Yeah. But the real issue is that in 2021, he was fired for sexually assaulting his assistant and was still given paid leave and then was brought back to work at MrBeast with a promotion to COO in 2023. So he went from producer to COO, which I would assume is a very big pay raise. But regardless, you were fired for sexually assaulting your assistant, got let go on paid leave, got brought back, and moved up to COO.
Why
That's where the problem comes
would you
from.
bring this person
back?
That is insane.
Stupid. Also, since Dogpack's first video, Locoya has reportedly changed positions from COO at MrBeast to president at Creator Global, according to his LinkedIn. And we'll get more into Creator Global here in a little bit. But anyways, this is what Locoya was doing before joining MrBeast's team as a producer in 2019. And then again, like we said, COO in 2023. And which, by the way, Locoya is credited on 10 MrBeast videos from IMDb.
That's so interesting. They're listed on IMDb as seasons.
Yeah.
God, I really had no idea how big. I mean, I knew MrBeast was huge, but it's really like a show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's being run by
very
horrible
questionable people.
Yeah, very questionable people. So Dawson was introduced to him when he was the company's COO, and there's actually a Slack message as proof. Locoya Hill says, I don't really understand the context of this comment, but regardless, it's basically saying that he was on Slack on February 15th. Locoya says there are news reporters outside of Studio C. Please do not engage or comment with them. So Dawson said that after his first two videos, he had a lot of people reaching out to him and sharing their experiences with the whole MrBeast empire. And he says that he made every person send in proof to verify their employment. And he also mentions that he's been approached by tons of networks like Hulu and Netflix and documentary people, wanting to create some sort of project. So I would not be surprised if something like that came out in the next couple of months. I don't know. I feel like there's probably so much information too that hasn't come out, and that maybe these, like Netflix or something has a hold of, and they're the ones that are going to break the news or whatever.
Quite possibly. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, and again, like we said, Locoya was fired in 2021 following allegations from his assistant of sexual assault. And so the alleged victim's name has been redacted for his privacy. And apparently, according to the messages we're about to read, Locoya's assistant was only 18 years old and put in some extremely uncomfortable and inappropriate situations.
Oh my.
So the victim didn't feel comfortable going to HR because the head of HR is Jimmy's mom. Who wrote Carl Weezer voice?
Karelly, because I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? Jimmy's mom.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy's mom. Yeah, it kind of sounds like Charlie's voice.
Yeah, it does. Jimmy's mom.
Actually, that's really funny. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, Emily
very Carl Weezer.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the head of HR is Jimmy's mom.
What is going
the stupidest
on?
thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That is crazy.
So obviously she's going to protect the company and going to protect her son. So no wonder why this victim didn't want to come forward to HR, because it's Jimmy's mom. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, it's absurd.
It's absurd. So then he goes, and this is crazy. He starts to share conversations he's had with 6 verified MrBeast employees. So let's take a look at these screenshots. So verified MrBeast employee number 1. Dawson goes, "Did you see or hear any sexual misconduct at the company?" This person says, "Yes, Locoya Hill, the current COO in 2021, had an assistant named blank. I heard Locoya acted very inappropriately with blank, booking hotel rooms with only 1 bed, walking around in his underwear, having blank come to his house and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, Locoya made blank uncomfortable. Blank started complaining to higher ups, and a report got written. Locoya was put on paid leave for like a month, and then MrBeast moved him to the dubbing company, and he was hired back to MrBeast in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue, which is his mom, 100% knew his history. Also, I heard that when blank was let go, he was given $30,000 in severance."
I don't understand why.
Why what?
Why keep him around? What is the point? What do you owe this person? Is he that good at his job that it's worth it?
I don't know.
It's bizarre.
It's very bizarre. But I'm questioning that for why keep Ava around forever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like in that case, we know that they were friends since their childhood.
Yeah,
so it's the wrong decision to keep her around.
Yeah.
But I can understand. I'm not validating it, but I see why he was trying to do it. He didn't want to screw over his friend. Very, very poor decision making all around. But yeah, what did they owe this random person is what I'm wondering. Why take the risk with your massive company and everything you've built to have people like this?
Well, it sounds like they had ties with James Warren, and maybe Beast didn't want to screw over James. I don't know.
And
James
James is his cousin.
We can't forget about Delaware either.
Oh,
why have him around?
I know.
It's so weird.
Crazy.
It's so weird.
Okay, same person. Then Dawson says, "Yeah, that would be great. Also, is there proof he moved to the dubbing company?" And this person says, "I could look. It was the original dubbing company called Unilingo. MrBeast practically forced them to hire Locoya. Then they poached Unilingo's employees and copied their whole business and created Creator Global. So first it was Unilingo, and then they copied the whole thing and then created Creator Global for themselves."
Mm-hmm. Which will explain what they are in a sec.
Okay, so moving on to number 2 of the Beast employees that they have reached out to. Dawson says, asked the whole question, "Have you ever heard of sexual misconduct at the company?" And this person says, "Yes, I don't know how to spell the name, but Locoya ? Something like that. He was brought in last year after not having worked there for a year or so at a very high level." And Dawson says Locoya Hill. And this person says the reason he had been asked to leave previously is that he had sexually harassed someone that still worked at the company when he was brought back. And then this person's like, "Yes, Locoya Hill."
The person he assaulted was still at the company.
Yep.
And they brought him back.
And then they go on to say, but they brought him back knowing he had sexually harassed an employee previously. And people often talk about Locoya making them feel very uncomfortable on shoots. So creepy. Why?
Yeah, that's the real question.
And then there's number 3 employee. Dawson says, "I'm looking into more accusations of sexual misconduct at the company, wondering if there's anything You could corroborate. Have you ever heard anything about Locoya Hill? And this person goes, the old gay guy who likes to bang 18-year-old straight employees. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Oh my God.
And then Dawson says, anything non-consensual to your knowledge? And this person says, I heard he got in trouble for hooking up with his 18-year-old straight assistant, but the company kept it quiet from what I heard. What the fuck?
So disgusting.
This person says he was a producer and worked in adult entertainment industry. And then Dawson says, yeah, Locoya Hill Entertainment. I heard he was fired for sexual harassment and then brought back a year later. And this person says, yeah, that's what I heard too. Okay. Employee number 4. This person says, do you know who Locoya Hill is? And Dawson says, yes. And he goes, are you aware that the case has been covered up for some time? And Dawson says, explain. And this person says, essayed multiple people, apparently roofied multiple people as well.
Oh
the
my God.
Fuck?
Again, alleged.
You're drugging
Can't
people?
this, but
Yeah, alleged.
my God.
Yeah, it's all alleged. Okay, employee number 5, this person says, okay, a few things. Locoya sexually assaulted his assistant who was straight and Locoya was gay. You probably already know that, but James is best friends with him. Again, James Warren. So holy shit, was that surprising, and they kept him around way longer than they should have. There were reports of making the assistant sleep in the same room and bed with him on trips, touching him inappropriately, and dangling his job in front of him. And then the last employee, Dawson says, do you see or hear anything about Locoya Hill? And this person says, I heard that an incident happened. I heard they let him go, and I heard they brought him back and just put him in a different department. And I don't know, but I think he's working there again.
So basically the same story
Exactly.
from all these people. So yeah, I think you got to take that.
Yeah.
That many people
Exactly.
that are verified employees that seem to have the exact same story lined up.
Exactly.
Plus or minus a few details.
Yeah.
We don't know the details, but I don't know. This Locoya person seems like a real menace, and I don't understand why you would take the risk of having him at your company, put your other employees at risk, especially the person who was already assaulted by him is still there.
Yep.
What the French toast.
And then remember that email that was leaked, that confidential email when Jimmy was like, oh, all this shit's going down and I'm sorry and we're going to like clean up our act and here's the 4 things I'm implementing. In the email, he says, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resource officer, chief financial officer, and general counsel, along with other roles, and to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow. So people are like, oh, well, this is literally also proof that they fired someone and are hiring someone new.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
So, I don't know. Now, it seems like the new COO won't be too much better either. Jeff Hausenbold, as we just said, used to work at the SoftBank Vision Fund, and apparently he shifted the company culture for the worse. There's this news article that's titled Nasty Execs Shape Macho Culture at SoftBank's Vision Fund.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Jeff has been described as smart and arrogant and lacking self-awareness.
Yeah, maybe he does belong at Beast then.
Yeah, maybe he would fit in. I don't know. But then Dawson says that he was like questioning this entire thing, so he decided to look into the Creator Global LinkedIn, and it had been changed to private, so everyone shows up as a LinkedIn member. But then he came across the center LinkedIn profile, which is president at Creator Global. So Dawson reached out to one of his close connections with MrBeast to look into this profile, and look what he found. Locoya Hill, president of Creator Global.
So Dawson said that he heard James Warren forced Unilingo to hire Locoya since they were close buds. But of course, that didn't include the report on his alleged sexual misconduct at the company. Dawson shares this voice memo from James Warren where he is telling Unilingo to process a $28,000 bonus for Locoya. And it is...
That's great, dude.
Yeah, let's listen.
Hey, buddy, it's James. Sorry to be bothering you. I've done my absolute best not to bother you. But Locoya had presented a bunch of stuff to me and Jimmy a little bit ago. All really great stuff. But he had asked me and Jimmy personally. He's like, hey, can I have a $28,000 bonus for work I did in the past? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. And the reason for that is I had brought him up to my level and I don't take bonuses. So for like 2 years, he didn't get any bonuses when our guys were getting like crazy percentage bonuses. I need a favor. Sue cannot process this bonus through Beast. I need a solid. Can you please process a $28K bonus for Locoya? Let me know. Bye.
So Dawson says that they tried to use Locoya to try and steal Unilingo's business, poach their employees, take their clients, and then MrBeast launched Creator Global, where Locoya is currently the president. Now, Unilingo and Creator Global are dubbing services, which pave the way for creators to reach a whole new audience by releasing videos in multiple languages. So Dawson says that's all the info as of now that he can put on the record. But if MrBeast tries to deny this, there will only be more evidence that comes out, and people defending Dawson saying what he is sharing is true.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's being very careful with the way he's going about this.
Oh, for sure.
I take his word.
Yeah. Well, there's all
these people backing it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Maybe Jimmy himself is the suspect, or it could be a suspect, is the one.
Could be.
Because
what is this picture of him?
I know, dude.
Who, Karelly put that in there?
Yeah, he was. I remember when he posted this. It was like on Twitter or something. He's like been working out and he like lost a bunch of weight.
I do remember when he posted this.
Which I was like, oh, that's cool, good for him. But he's also like in his skivvies.
And why are the skivvies pulled up like that?
And why is he holding himself?
It's giving diaper.
To show his big muscles on his legs.
He has to hold.
Yeah, why hold?
Well, because
the creepies.
You don't want it to. The outline to be shown. I don't fucking know.
Or don't you want that?
So the F word. Sorry, it's 3 verse 2 or 4 verse 2. Dang it.
I thought mine was at like 8 by now.
So Dawson starts off by showing a screenshot of a text from a former MrBeast employee explaining the work culture they experienced. And so I know this is from a woman's perspective. She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room with certain people in positions of power. At least once a week, I was subjected to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once, a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy sexually assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, this same coworker said it wasn't fair that a woman could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make rape, assault, and pedophilia jokes on a daily basis.
What the
heck
is going on?
No, seriously,
and why do we keep seeing this?
I know.
These people make jokes that are not funny. They're
like
so they're scary.
That's so creepy.
I mean, we've also heard that pedophilia jokes.
Yes.
Pedophilia jokes? What?
Yes.
That is...
Those aren't even jokes.
Yeah, what? Who is doing this? People do this?
Dude, and the fact that so many different people have come out and said the same thing.
Yeah, it just really tells you a lot.
That is a bad look.
That's really the thing, is there are so many people backing up all these different stories and they cross over.
Yeah.
So it just really makes you, I mean, I believe it.
Yeah, same. Yep. Also, allegedly, they scream and hit walls when they get upset.
Lovely.
And this is disgusting. The minute any woman leaves a room, they talk about if/how they would fuck her.
Oh my God. And then it's like, you have to keep reminding yourself, this is a company. I mean, at any company, this would be
horrible.
Yes, awful and just so inappropriate. But this is
the biggest creator on earth.
Yeah, who makes stuff for kids.
I know, dude.
Who makes a toy line and a chocolate line.
I know.
What? Who are these people?
I know.
And why is he stupid enough to have all these people working at this company?
Well,
I always thought Jimmy was really smart. I've always heard that he's really smart. He makes these great business choices. Clearly not. You seem like a damn idiot to me.
No, for real though. It goes on. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many, many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If you complain about any of this, you'd be shamed for being too sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to PR because it's Jimmy's mom who runs it. And it's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way.
What the... I need more words. What the Jiminy Crickets is happening over there at Beast?
Jimmy.
No employee handbook? It's like one of the first things we did.
Dude, the second we had like more than 4 people were like, oh, this actual company? Okay, let's make one. That is insane.
It's insane.
Like,
they probably can't have one. You know why? Because they'd like someone would address it, be like, this is in the handbook, and Sue or whatever Susan would be like, oh, no, not gonna deal with that.
Yeah. Well, apparently, if someone were to ask, she says, if someone were to ask what the company's policies are, they just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if something is against the rules. There's nothing
as we decide on the spot.
We just like,
is this allowed?
And remember, our number one rule here at MrBeast is no does not mean no.
That's right, people. No does not mean no. If
Never
they say
give up.
no, just keep asking, keep pushing. Yeah, that was in their
That's
little
such a
like
great
how to succeed guide.
company culture.
Yeah.
No does not mean no. And then you wonder why you have people like this running around.
Dude, literally how could you not have an employee? He is the biggest creator in the world.
And his mom runs HR. His mom? That's so insane. It's like when you're playing with when you're a kid and someone's upset with you, it's like, go talk to my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And they're like,
Oh, that's my mom.
You should have your mom run HR.
My mom?
Just kidding.
Can you imagine?
My mom.
I just seriously think it's so insane that all these people have stayed quiet and like now are coming out, which is good. But like, oh my God, this is so wild. How does this even happen? Like, why do the people even stay there?
Well, it's like the culture, and this happens in all different industries, all businesses where, either people don't know that it's happening to other people or they think,
Right.
am I being too sensitive? Is it worth risking losing my job over?
Yeah.
Is it worth the bullshit, basically? And a lot of people suffer through it for a good job at a company like this that has, that could help you and further your career in other places and stuff. But it's not until like one person opens that door and people are like, oh.
Yeah.
So what happened to me is messed up.
It's the same thing.
I can't think of any other
Is
word.
freaking messed up.
Yes.
It's the same thing like the whole quiet on set ordeal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People just dealt with it forever because they were terrified of the repercussions. And,
Mhm.
especially when you have that type of person or these handful of people in power, like you don't want to go against them because
No.
they will make your life a living hell.
And it's easier for companies and industries as a whole to silence one person or neglect what they're saying because they're, when it's a group of people, it's harder to. That's how it all unfolded with the Me Too movement.
Yep, exactly.
People started coming out and then it was, and people are like, oh, it's just a trend. There's a bunch of liars. And it's like, yeah.
It's because
So-
people finally feel comfortable and supported that they can come out and be honest.
Yeah. And there will be more and more from Beast, I bet.
Oh yeah, I
Oh, it has to be horrible.
have no doubts.
Yeah. It seems like a complete shit show over there.
Oh yeah, no employee. That part really blew my mind. Like everything, obviously, is extremely concerning. But
Yeah. How about the emails where they're like, come in for a vibe check instead of an interview?
I know,
At least they're cool.
I know,
New
It's
age.
crazy.
Maybe they do that so they can get a vibe of like, oh, is this person going to rat us out?
Yeah.
Totally, dude. That's a good point.
That's very good point,
That
Sydney.
probably is true.
I bet it is.
They're like, are you cool or not? No losers
yeah.
here.
Yeah. Can you get down with the pedo jokes?
Yeah.
If not, then vibe check failed.
Right. Jesus.
Are you cool with pedo jokes? Yes or no? Check one box.
Mm-hmm. Are you cool with checking out the vibrator collection from Locoya Hill?
That's so creepy. Ew.
It's actually so horrible.
Okay. So the last bit of this here, Dawson talks about this testimony that he shared from Jess. Now, we had actually, which by the way, Jess accused Ava Chris Tyson of sexual assault a few weeks ago.
Yes.
It was a huge thing on Twitter, like this giant thread. And we did a whole deep dive on it. So if you're confused or want to know about that, check out our episode on that. We can link it down below. But we go into depth on that. And Dawson speculates that he thinks that the reason why Jess's story was kind of ignored because it never really got like it was hot for like a few days, I feel like. And then no one really talked about it.
No.
And they think it's because Jess was over the age of 18 at that point, but that doesn't really matter because like obviously it matters to some extent, but also not really because she was being like abused by Ava and was like being manipulated and also like the whole power dynamic because she was working for Ava. Remember that whole thing?
An employee.
Yeah.
Do people not understand that?
Yeah, exactly. But after that whole situation with Ava came out, Jimmy was quick to distance himself from her and hired McGuire Woods LLP to do an internal investigation in the same law firm that sent Dawson the cease and desist. Then MrBeast hired Matthew Hilzick Crisis Management Company, Hilzick Strategies is the name, which is infamous for representing Miramax, Harvey Weinstein's entertainment company. So that's great. And they hired to do a second investigation. Why would you need a second investigation? Was McGuire Woods LLP not enough? I don't know. I'm confused on that, but we'll see.
A lot of it's very confusing, I won't lie.
Yeah. Also, he's represented Johnny Depp, Hillary Clinton, Andy Cohen, and Brad Pitt. Anyway, Jess gave her testimony to Dawson, and here's what she said. I only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, but he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't part of his inner circle or, quote, the boys club, as it's called.
They called it that? They actually called it that?
I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a documentary on him right now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled.
Uh-oh.
It's just a well-known thing that the boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company, despite what they might publicly say. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem. I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet. Locoya, with an 18-year-old assistant, Ava told Jimmy about a time she was essayed by another talent member on a private jet, and talent member / employees making advances towards contestants was a regular occurrence. The reason all of this was able to happen for so long is because Jimmy is deeply misogynistic to his core and only respects what he considers to be traditional women.
Oh, God, I'm gonna throw up.
Seriously. He pushed those values onto the company when he created it, and it resulted in several essay allegations we know about, and probably a lot more we don't know yet.
Also, I just want to say, I have heard similar things to this from someone who is not a creator, anyone you guys would know, but who has had experience with him off the record. And I didn't know at the time if it was true, but now hearing all of this, I'm like, wow. Now I
remember I was like, huh?
Yeah.
That's weird.
This was like before we knew all of this, but we started hearing stuff like that behind the scenes. And now I'm like, interesting. Okay.
Also, here's a clip of Jimmy saying that women are stupid and inferior to men. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. It's really short.
For us now, like an idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test and then study and see if we can get a higher. An idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test. And then she was like, I'm an author. And I was like, fuck yeah, good. She has a hobby. And then I just DM'd her. I was like, oh, so your book. Can I read it? She sent it over, read the whole book, and it was just like acting like it was the greatest book ever.
So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she
what the
and a
hell,
group of contestants.
bro?
Women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
Yeah.
Was there more context to that?
I tried to look it up.
Outright said that?
I tried to Google it and look it up. I'm sure there is. I'm just missing it. But I don't know what the context of that is.
Either way, it doesn't sound very good.
No, it doesn't. Unless was he like repeating something?
Yeah,
someone
that's
else
my
said?
only thing is like, was he quoting someone?
Or is he just that dumb to actually say something like that on his platform?
I don't.
And like, why hasn't anyone brought it up before now?
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe I don't know. Like to think we weren't that bad back then. That was just like whatever.
Yep. So
Jimmy Donaldson, terrible person.
Also,
God,
Dawson talked about his ex-girlfriend, but like we've already touched on all of that. So
yeah,
but overall, just trash.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it wasn't that long ago that I was like, he's setting a good role model. He's a good role model to other creators with the things you can do with your platform.
Well, he was outwardly.
I never really knew that much about him, but
Same.
like I saw articles and just was like, wow, he did this, he did that, he built wells in Africa. Like, it's cool as a creator to see what you can do with your platform.
I know.
But now I'm just like, wow, he is like really an awful person.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
And why is he hiring all of these like degenerate?
I don't know.
It's disgusting.
I don't know.
Like criminals.
I know. Yeah, many of, not just like one that he acts that got through the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Like many, multiple.
His own best friend.
Yeah.
Is very, very fucking creepy and just did it again.
Oh, I didn't even
never
notice.
stop. It's like a passion word for me. It's like how I express passion.
I agree.
I don't know how else to do it.
It's okay. Well, yeah, apparently Dawson's going to wait until MrBeast makes a response before he puts out more, which again, I don't
think
really
he's going to.
Why he would put out a response. What is he going to say?
I feel like eventually he's just going to post the next part without a response. Maybe he wants to give him adequate time.
Yeah,
I hope.
I don't know.
I hope there's more.
Maybe his lawyer told him not to do anything for now.
But I don't think, is it like affecting anything? Are his views tanking? No.
I don't know.
Is he getting?
Are they?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
MrBeast social.
I saw he just posted something on Instagram the other day. I finally unfollowed him. It's like, I'm done with this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks ago, 102 million views.
Well, seems like he's doing all right.
His social blade.
Just 102.
His social blade is A+.
Oh, okay.
First ranked subscriber. Well, we all knew that.
That's the reality.
5 million subs in the last 30 days. Now that is down 58%. And
so he's lost a lot?
No, he hasn't lost subscribers. He just hasn't gained them at the rate
maybe
he usually
he's
does.
losing more so that the number
Well, yeah, I'm sure he has lost some too. Yeah. But also, Social Blade isn't super reputable. So
no. Is it even making a real impact, though? Because then you think about, like, most of his fans are kids. Are they going to even have the attention span to watch this, especially when his videos are 10 minutes? They're, like, churned out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And all of Dawson's videos have been long. They're complicated. This was confusing even for us.
Yeah.
All these random people and different companies involved. Like, are his core fans going to even care to listen to this?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think this will really hurt him. He still got his Amazon Prime deal, right? The show's coming out.
Did he put out his toys? MrBeast.
What are the toys?
They're like these little thingies that you shake up and then you're like, yeah, they're at Target right now.
What are they?
They're called like MrBeast Lab character. I don't really understand what they are, but they like are in this liquid and you shake them up and then pour it out. And it's like this little like it's like an action figure that comes out of it.
Of MrBeast?
No, it's like little like figures and you like collect them all.
Oh, so you have to buy multiple? Smart.
Very smart.
I wonder if this is at least reaching parents.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Actually, I saw someone comment on one of our last episodes saying that their son like loves MrBeast and that they were always annoyed by him, but had no idea that he was this bad of a person. So they were going to stop allowing the son to watch. But that's so hard because how do you even explain this to your kids?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like, you can no longer watch MrBeast.
Because he's a creeper who
hires let's
sexual
go over
predators.
the allegations. No, you're not going to say that to your kid.
And also, outwardly, MrBeast, his videos are still very G-rated. Like, if you were a kid just watching them, this doesn't really, like, have a negative impact on the kid. It's not like all of a sudden...
So he's probably not that worried about it. I wonder how much MrBeast actually cares about his public perception. Does that matter to him, or is it just numbers and subscribers and stuff? Who knows?
I have a feeling it matters, but I don't know.
Probably to some degree.
Yeah.
Is he like fully having a crisis, shitting bricks?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'm beasted out. I'm good.
Same. I've been beasted out. It's beast out of this bitch. Whoa.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I thought you had a game for us.
Well, I do, but I thought instead we could talk about Big Brother.
Okay,
I'd
great.
rather do that.
Let's talk about
it. I need to talk about something else other than Beast before we wrap up
Sure,
today.
hit me with Big Brother, because I am laughing all the way to...
You're so mean to me, cousin.
Oh, cousin.
You know how sad I am. And you laugh in my pain. I was very sad.
Why?
Well,
Tuck.
Spoiler alerts.
Spoiler.
Here we
Tucker
go.
leaves.
Tucker was evicted from the Big Brother house.
Tucker
just as
by
and
a
it's
vote
like,
from 6 to 3.
Of course, it happens on the same day that I post just my love for him. He goes. I'm really sad. I feel so bad for him too. I think it's fucked. I think the house fucked him, and they can all.
That's 6.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
I think it's more than 6. It has to be at least more than 6.
Someone have the F counter.
Are we going to F count me every episode? It's stressful. I don't like this.
Just this once.
I need to be free.
No, just this once. Wait, but what did you just say? You think they... Why? Why did it...
Because he's like always had everyone's back. He literally took T-Core's punishment that week for her.
So?
That was so nice.
Yeah, it was nice. But like what? So now they can't play strategic?
No, okay, no, I agree.
I thought that was a great strategic move. He was so good at the game.
I do agree.
They had to get him out when they had a chance. I can't blame them for that.
No.
It was so
wise. It was mean, but it was wise. It was the right move.
Sorry.
I do agree.
It's Big Brother, bro.
I really hope that maybe Julian... I'm just not okay today. Julie Chen. She needs to pull one of those things out of her ass where it's like, oh, surprise, they're coming back.
No, that's not gonna happen.
They did it last season with like the zombie thing.
Yeah, but he, Jared, which I was not a fan of him.
Yeah, he was awful.
He didn't like actually leave. Like they, even before they're like, oh, you might have a chance to come back. Like,
and they like kept him like somewhere in a box.
Although I will say,
no, I did see Tucker's like at home.
Oh, so yeah, he's not coming back.
No, I don't think so.
No, he's not coming back.
It's horrible.
However, what was it? What is today? It's Tuesday? God, I keep getting all confused.
Well, when they're seeing this, it's Thursday probably.
Right, but today is so Julie Chen supposedly has a big announcement to make.
So maybe he's coming back. Please. Well, everyone on Instagram is begging for Tucker to come back. People are pissed. He's like, he needs to come back next. Player. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why you don't like him. Why can't you be on the Tucker train? He's so nice. He's a good dude.
He's kind of a whiny baby though when he doesn't get his way.
No, he's not.
He's like mad because he couldn't manipulate the house during when he was on the block. Like, you should be kissing ass, not pissy at T-Core because she freaking put you up there, and then what's her face didn't use the veto.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's emotional.
How about Angela's having to move her 1,000 balls?
Oh my God, I actually felt really bad for Angela, but it was hilarious. That was brutal, dude. So basically, if you don't watch the show, she got a punishment where she had to move one by one 1,000 little balls, not even that far, like maybe 8 feet across the yard to like a little bucket.
It's probably like 20 feet.
Really? It was that? Okay, it looked smaller to me.
But that's not that much.
But they calculated it. Someone added it up, and it was 8 miles. She had to do it all night.
She only had 12 hours. She had to move these little balls with, like, you know, those like things that you pick up trash with.
Yeah,
those little like pick things.
Yeah.
Had to use those,
and then she had to go stand in this little thing where they blasted her with paint every once in a while, and she was standing there crying. And at first, she was like all down to do it, and it just got progressively worse. I actually felt bad for her. I felt bad for her too. I think, the most brutal punishment I've seen on Big Brother. That was bad.
How about Joseph being in that room with what's his face talking? I was like, that's
crazy,
worse.
The AI.
That's like the worst thing I could think of. That would drive me insane.
With the guy who got voted out first, I can't remember his name, but he was really annoying. And they made like an AI voice of him to talk to Jonathan alone for 24 hours. Joseph, yes.
For 24 hours. This dude was alone in solitary confinement, eating PB&Js, listening to this random guy just talk his ear off the entire time.
That was rough. The punishments they've been good. They have been a lot worse. Even Tucker's, the one he got where he had to run up the stairs and like figure stuff out in the encyclopedias. Yeah. I just miss his energy. I love him so much. He was just like, he was really entertaining. I'm like not going to enjoy the show as much. I really enjoyed watching him.
Hey, but Quinn made HOH.
I can't stand him. And he's such an idiot.
Why?
Because he's dumb. Oh. What is he doing? Like, everyone's pissed at him. His whole alliance, like T-Core and all of them are like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Not listening. Not working with people.
You're not listening, Quinn.
I just can't stand his voice. I can't stand his whole vibe.
He is like the face of Big Brother, like the obnoxious, like, Julie.
I hate it. He's so annoying. If he wins, the fact that Tucker's gone and he's in is such a travesty.
I was laughing so hard
when Tucker left.
Yeah, because Angela was like crying her eyes out, and then like,
it's Angela's dumb bitch too.
Yeah,
she betrayed him.
Yeah. That whole thing was insane. When she's like, "You're trying to get me out. Let's vote you out." And then she like goes and cries to him, and he's like, "I was on your side." And she's like, "Oh,
he's a man of his word."
Dude, I'm sorry. Angela is not very good at this game.
No, she's terrible.
In my opinion.
Just keep her around though. I don't know why. Like, that's the other thing. Why is he trying to get rid of her?
I'm actually ready to like be done with her because she's annoying me.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the Angela cry sessions. I think it's hilarious. What else would none of them are that entertaining. Tucker was really entertaining and Angela's entertaining. I can't think of anyone else that really brings the fun for me.
That's true.
And then I feel like the season will get stale without her. She just needs to stay around. Okay. And why is Quinn wasting his time trying to get her out?
Because
she's not
keeps trying to sabotage him.
Who cares? Let her stay. She's not going to actually do anything.
Yeah, true. No,
I just don't get it.
Point.
Yeah. But yeah, I was very sad about Tucker, you guys, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree. And I loved his exit interview. He was so respectful.
He's very
like, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. This is a game. I'm grateful to be here.
That was very respectful of him.
He's a solid dude.
Him and Rubina are going to go off into the sunset
together.
They're
so cute. I love them. I love Rubina.
Yeah, I like her too. She's cute.
Yeah.
They're in love. Except for I was kind of laughing when she's like, I don't care. We've only been here for 6 weeks. I love him. I'm like, y'all are really trying to be the most in that dang house. I tell you what. Okay.
I would love him too.
You like have a crush on Tucker, and now he's out.
I said it last week.
He's out of the house. He could be watching this. What if he's like a big Seshi? Come on the show, Tucker.
Oh, I'd be
Tucker,
so
if you
down.
ever see this, you can come
Please.
on the show.
I love you. Josh loves you too.
Damn.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said you have a crush. Doesn't that hurt Josh's feelings?"
That insecure? My god.
No, he's got a crush on him too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking dude.
He is.
Yeah. Anyways,
good
I
season.
still miss Cedric. I had a crush on Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric was.
He was nice.
He was
to
pretty
look
good.
at.
He would have been fun to have around longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not. Like, if there's one person you'd want to win as of right now, who's that person? Or maybe the last two. What would your final two?
I'd say Quinn. I'm just kidding.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I think T-Core probably would be my favorite, or Chemo. I love Chemo.
I can get on board with that.
And I love T-Core.
Actually, like
I think T-Core's really smart.
She is very smart.
Like, she's got this whole thing
and that's why I'm like, Quinn, why are you so dumb getting on her bad side?
Yeah, that was
stupid.
Yeah, those are probably my two that I would want to win.
Yeah. Can you bring up the people?
The people.
Leah doesn't really do anything.
Leah. Who's Leah?
The blonde one.
Oh, yeah. She's not it for me. Yeah, I agree.
Mackenzie, she's okay.
Because Quinn has a crush on Leah,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then she said she's too skinny for her.
Well, in her like opening interview thingy when the show first started, she said that she likes fluffy men or something like that.
I do love that about her. And I agree.
But yeah, I think.
What is top
Bright Pink?
Is her name Chelsea?
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
Bright Pink, I like her too.
Yeah, I like her. She's cool.
I could be down with Chelsea winning. And I do like Joseph as well.
Yeah, I like Joseph.
Yeah, I'd say like my top 4 are Chelsea, Joseph, T-Core, and Chemo. And I agree with you, Chemo and T-Core in the top 2 position.
I would like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be good.
But yeah, they're all kind of like, they're just not as, they're kind of boring, all the rest of them. Rubina's not. She's like, as far as TV entertainment, you know, they're very serious players and I can respect them as players. But I like the
Quinn's
people
crazy.
that really bring, yeah, but he's annoyingly crazy. Do people like Quinn? I remember I saw some people said they like him last week.
Okay.
I don't know what the overall
consensus
is on him.
I don't know, but
every time his voice, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I really don't like him.
You just don't like it because he loves Julie and you hate Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you such a Julie Chen? What if she's like a big fan of you?
She's not. Julie is a robot.
What? Julie's been on that show.
They call her Chenbot and she loves it. She knows it. She's a robot.
Has been on that show for longer than you've been alive. Not really, but somewhat close to that. You need to have some freaking respect for Julie.
Not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No.
You have no respect for your elders and the person that brings you joy every summer.
She's not doing shit. She just paid their stand there. She's paid to stand there.
She just paid their stand there.
She just reads. She just reads. I want someone with personality on
She has
there.
a personality.
No.
She ends it with love one another.
Oh my God.
Good night, everyone.
That's so nice of her. I don't know. Since the whole Lace Moonves stuff,
yeah,
that was it for me with Julie.
Wow, look how she used to look back in the 90s. What a 90s queen.
Okay, I want to be real though. Like, I don't hate Julie. I don't like actually hate her. She just really, it annoys me.
I figured. You hate the Julie like obsession that people have.
Yes, that's what my real beef is.
You
I can't stand it. The Julie dick sucking.
Yeah,
I can't
that
deal with
bothers
it.
you.
It's so annoying. And then she really does annoy me as a host because it's so scripted that I just wish there was like some actual personality in there. Like her questions, she just, when she interviews people, you can tell she's got her questions to answer. And then they'll like start saying things to her and she's like ignores what they said, can't have her own original thought and just has to go back to her cards. So like,
that's
anyway,
not her fault.
Moving on.
Blame the production of that.
I do. Fuck CBS.
Yeah, CBS. That's
terrible company. Paramount, terrible company.
Are they? I don't know anything about that.
I don't know either. Probably though.
Probably. Yeah, it would make sense. Well, we'll see who wins next week on Big Brother.
That's right.
P.S. Your intro was the best intro you've ever done. You slayed it so
and now I can't ever live up to that again.
No.
What if I did a Big Brother intro every week?
I would love that.
Yes.
Even when Big Brother's not happening. Like, just...
That should be a thing.
But that is all today, you guys.
That is all today. We love you.
We do.
We thank you for hanging out with us.
We do.
We want you to subscribe if you're not. And leave a comment.
Let's have a question of the day for them to comment.
Question of the day.
If you made it to the end of the episode.
Okay, good. That's great. If you know, you know.
Okay.
It's like a little if you know. Let's have it be something really random. What is your favorite pizza topping? Okay.
That's so original and good.
With the comments.
I've never heard anything like that before.
I know. Thank you.
Really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Let us know your topping.
Yeah. That's it. We'll see you in the next Sash. Love you. But until then, keep it fresh.
Bye.